At a traditional Burns night supper, it is the tradition for the host to propose a toast to the lassies, the presumption being that it was the women who prepared and served the food for the guests. Today we are celebrating the life and work of Robbie Burns in our service of worship. And although we will not be partaking of the traditional meal of haggis, neeps and taties afterwards, we will enjoy our coffee and treats as we do each and every Sunday. Therefore, it is entirely appropriate that we thank the lassies who have provided such delights, not just today, but each and every Sunday of the year. Robbie Burns loved women. He found in them a source of beauty, comfort and enjoyment, but also strength and inspiration. He married Jean Armour, with whom he had 9 children, and wrote warmly of marriage. I have been a devil the feck of my life, but never was I in hell till I met with the wife. He had, however, several other children by different women, some of whose names we know as they are well celebrated in his poems. Burns may have been a philanderer, but at least he was an honest philanderer. And though Burns undoubtedly loved Jean and she him, his complicated love life must have resulted in many tiffs and squabbles, as he wrote in Tam O'Shanter. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me great, to think how many counsels sweet, how many lengthened sage advises the husband from the wife despises. Perhaps that is the nature of marriage. No matter how deep the love, I probably should say no more about that subject. However, as a long-time campaigner on same-sex marriage, I hope that I've at least helped to extend the miseries of marriage to gay people as well as straight. In 1791, Thomas Paine wrote his famous book, The Rights of Man, and Robbie Burns was not only a firm supporter of Paine's ideas, but he extended them to women too. As he said, and even children lisp the rights of man. Amid this fuss, let me mention, the rights of women merit some attention. The history of our denomination can hold its head high in respect of the defenses of women's rights. William Hamilton Drummond from Larne became minister to the congregation in Strand Street in Dublin. Whilst he lived there, he had 2 sons, James and Robert Blakely Drummond. With both of them studied for the ministry. James, in turn, became president of Manchester College, Oxford, and in that role he admitted Gertrude von Petzel as the student to the college. She was the first female student of the ministry in any denomination in Europe, representing a huge step forward for women in Christian ministry. James' son, William Hamilton Drummond Jr., named after his grandfather, also became a minister, and he became a minister here in All Souls from 1900 to 1909. His portrait hangs in the vestry, and there's a plaque to him on the back wall. We are very proud of this legacy and the continuing important role of women in this church and in this denomination. 230 years after Burns' death, we have made great strides towards full equality for women in society. But equally, equality was not enough for Burns. He claimed superiority for women. He wrote, "And nature swears the lovely dears, her noblest work she clasps. Her pretense hand she tried on man, and then she made the lassies." Now, will you say with me as I toast the lassies, all of you just say, "Aye!"